Hello there, my name is Lord Grassy and welcome back to Minecraft. In this video, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be building a pet shop. And I know you've probably already noticed that my voice is a bit weird. It's just I got a blocked nose and I don't know if it makes too much of a difference. But anyway, the two main materials I'm going to be building this out of is sandstone and wood. More specifically, oak wood. My next video, which I'm not sure when it will be uploaded, but it's going to be either today or tomorrow. It's going to be kind of the same thing, just with an aquatic pet shop. If you don't know what that means, it's basically underwater. And as always, I don't actually have the animals in here. And in my actual survival world, I don't have the animals in there either, because there's no way I can really get them in there. So there's going to be little pens that are just empty. Also, I used birch doors because the oak ones didn't look as good. And the birch ones more fit the colour than the oak ones do. I remember me saying that I was going to use the new wood, as in the crimson, and the warped wood. I use it in my next video for the doors, the fences, and some gates. But overall, I don't use them too much. But I know I'm planning on using them even more in the future. Might even use them in the nether. But for now, I'm kind of building the display windows. So when you look in the window, you can see what kind of animals that there are. So for example, you could just glance through the window, see that there's a cat there, and go in. And for a cat, it's just an example, alright? And I'm also going to have a couple display windows on the side of the building. So there's going to be none at the back because that's sort of where the cashiers would be. And obviously you don't need to display the cashiers. Also about the general shape of the building. It's going to be 12 blocks wide, 10 blocks long, and 9 blocks tall. And there's just going to be a flat roof. Also, as you can see on the floor right now, there's a bit of a pattern going on. I use that for the floor of my second floor and the top ceiling. But as I'm basically doing the same thing, I'm just going to talk a little bit about my previous video, and I might just speed up the rest. So in my previous video, if I was doing this, I would just speed it up. And that's because I was really busy last video. I had quite a bunch of things to do. So I just wanted to get uploaded in one day. That's kind of how often I upload. And I'm not going to be sticking to a schedule. But I probably am going to be doing that. So if I don't upload within 1 or 2 days, then I'm either busy or something's gone on with my channel. Or something like that. But because I have nothing else to really say, enjoy this cool time lapse. Alright, so now that the walls and the roof is done, let's move on to the inside. First up, you would have noticed that it's awfully dark in here, so I'm just going to light the place up with a couple torches. Then I'm going to be making the pens for the animals, which is where the people can see them and pick them out to take them home. And now I'm just going to be building the pens out of oak wood again. Ideally, I would have put the torches on the pens, but never mind. Here I'm just measuring the side of the pens, so they're equal in size. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure I did them a different size. But never mind that, because I'm just cutting them off from each other, so obviously the animals can't go across to each other. And because the pens, they're big enough so that you've only got 2 blocks walking space after the door. For the cashier's area, it's just going to be 2 oak fences to separate them from the pens. And then there's going to be an upstairs bit, which I'll get to soon. And because all that's left to do is just put the gates down, which I've just done, I'm going to cut the rest out. Alright, so now I'm going to be putting on the ladders to get to the 2nd floor, which is for the animal food that you would get for the animal that you're picking up to take home. But I'm going to be doing the floor for the 2nd level, but it turns out I did it wrong. I did it one level lower than I should have. So I'm just going to cut all of that out and skip to when I did the floor right. Alright, so now it's time to move on to the 2nd floor. Like I said, this floor is just going to be for the food for the animals, which is just going to be a bunch of double chests. Also, there's going to be like toys in there. There's not actually going to be in there, but just pretend. And speaking of, if anybody that is sort of associated with Minecraft in any way, or works at Mojang or anything, which I understand is very unlikely, but even if they are, I really want to see toys added to Minecraft. And by that I mean, if you put, for example, 9 string in one crafting menu, or 4 string together, for example, and you give it to a cat or an ocelot, and they can play with it, I think that would be really cool. Or like a dog, you could give them a bone to play with. Or some ball that you could throw that they would chase and then fetch it for you. I don't know, it's just an addition that I'd quite like to see added to the game. But anyway, the way I'm building these chests for food is kind of, the middle chests are going to be back to back. And when you go in a row, a chest against the wall is going to be for one animal. The one on the other side is going to be for another. And same copied over to the other side. But otherwise, that is basically it for this building. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like and subscribe. It's free and you can always change your mind. But if you do want to subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell so you are notified whenever I upload. But other than that, thanks for watching and goodbye.